Welcome back, nerdy. Welcome back, chat. Welcome back, gamers. Nerdy, are you excited for this third place match? Do you think Hacks can redeem himself and get something out of this? Get some prize for money, get third place. What do you think?
Yes. Hacks is going to win. I've never been wrong about any prediction ever, chat, okay? And that's going to be true with this as well. Because I've never been wrong, okay? Therefore,
I think it's possible. Again, Hacks I felt like was ahead in 4 out of 5 of those seeds and just choked the 0 in a couple. Maybe only ahead in 3. Ankle Boy dying first in the stronghold. Maybe a little more unclear, but if he can shake it off and hit those zeros, I think he's got a very good chance. And again, looking at history, the person who's played in the second semifinal match has won the third place match every single time. So we'll have to see if that will hold true, but let's just look at the win-loss. We've seen these player cards before a lot already. Still pretty even. A little bit in favor of Vstrid, but not by much. And the stats for Hackingnoises and Ankle Boy were very close. And again, the stats for Loki and Vstrid very far apart. Just looking at the win-loss here.
yeah.
Very close. Again, Hack's better ranked average time. Let me see, maybe pull up their season 5 record, perhaps. Let me see. They've played each other 4 times, Nerdy, in season 5, and Vstrid has won 3 of them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They've played 3 times. 2 days ago, the Vstrid won 3 in a row. Hacks won 1 game against Vstrid 2.5 weeks ago.
Wow.
But again, these times that I'm looking at are not amazing. Vstrid won a 14-minute match and a 17-minute match, so
So maybe just like that inconsistency that we've seen a little bit from Hacks. Maybe that's what's coming through there. Yeah, it feels like when Hacks is on, he's like on, like no one can catch him on. But I feel like when, I don't know, sometimes he just like gets into a little bit of a rut, it seems like. Hopefully he's able to mentally reset. Hopefully he's able to take a deep breath, separate those matches, focus, lock in all the above, and earn, $500.
yeah, still playing for something in this third place match. Obviously, a trophy on your profile, $500 of the prize pool, and BT and Room Portal ban already. We've seen the Room Portal ban almost every single match of this tournament, and BT ban pretty consistent as well. Village pick. We've seen a lot of villages, a lot of desert temples, more shipwrecks than usual this season as well. I would think you'd ban shipwreck instead of BT, but I see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I'm just ready to get into it. Hacks has to play potentially 10 seeds all back to back.
Yeah.
But again, the second semifinals player has always won the third place match. So stats and history says that Hacks should win. But anything can happen. Hacks in multiple points on that last best of 5 looked like maybe a 95%, 99% favorite and just wasn't able to close out the zeros, wasn't able to close out the seeds. We will see if he can get it done. We have our blacksmith in this village. Vstrid grabbing some food on the way. Annoying blacksmith, though, I will say. 12 obby, but not enough iron, so potentially wood sword, but you can't really make an iron axe off of this either, so maybe wood pick into stone tools. Yeah.
Wonder if we'll see another woodlight here from Hacks. Looks like
Yeah,
it.
he
Yeah.
is mining out the woodlight setup again. He loves his woodlight setup.
I think here it's like could be a huge time save. Again.
Yeah, very possible.
Let's see. Did we get any of that from
And I mean, it
Vstrid?
should
Well,
it should woodlight almost or like almost guaranteed. Hacks just crafted 28 buttons. That's a few 10, 15-second time loss right there. Have to mine more wood. Able to shake it off, and this woodlight just should work. Like I said, you have to spend so much time in this village, killing the golem, getting food, things like that. Getting shears as well. And Vstrid having to look for flint, look for not a
that
lava
looks
pool
like
because you have the obby, but
maybe Vstrid just. I wonder if Vstrid's gonna do no bucket. Is that a distinct? I think maybe that's what Vstrid's
I
going
mean, yeah,
for here.
you don't need the bucket. It's not. You don't even have enough iron for the bucket. You have 6.
Well, I'm saying instead of killing the golem like Hacks. Um,
Oh, but then you need pickaxe. So
yeah. We get. Oh,
hacks.
we don't
Wow,
get
still
anything.
no woodlight here though.
Ooh, maybe some
Unlucky.
mistakes there.
Not no, just
Not.
I think just unlucky on the woodlight speed. But this potential downside to this strat, and Vstrid's going to be in the Nether significantly faster.
Yeah. Ooh, and that. Yeah, that is unfortunate for sure.
And Axe is able to get extra blocks here while waiting, and there is fire all around here, but it's just not lighting. And he's got the leaves, they do burn faster, will catch fire more often, but it's just not jumping to the back of the portal. Finally, there we go, but this nerdy 30 seconds, I feel like. Not good for Hacks enjoyers.
Absolutely not.
So we know where the fort is, we know where the bastion is. And again, it feels like in almost not all the seeds, but in a majority of the seeds, the nether splits of the players are so consistent that it just comes down to the overworld differences a lot of the time. The overworld, the stronghold nav, and the zero differences, and having significant time loss in the overworld is just not good.
For sure. For sure. Hacks building up now. Like a minute behind it feels like.
Yeah, I
Decent
mean,
amount of wood.
just off the overworld, he's got more blocks, I guess,
Yeah.
but it's just going to be hard to make this time back in the nether. Could have good strays in this fort for sure. That is very possible.
Maybe the bucket will come in handy. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like advantages that he might have. I feel like that's
He
wait,
doesn't even have
neither
a
of them.
bucket though. No, neither of
Wait,
them made a bucket.
what? How did I miss this? I guess he
You
just.
just don't. You
Oh, we
just
got
don't need the bucket.
shears.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
shears.
shears. Right, right, right. Now I remember. Um,
But yeah, I mean,
maybe I don't know.
I think it's just so
Yeah.
hard to bring back this time in this nether. Potentially, like I said, it might just be strays. Maybe Hacks needs to get lucky on strays.
True. True. Or maybe, bad stronghold for Vstrid. Always a possibility. Maybe failed zero from Vstrid. We've seen a lot of failed zeros today, I feel like. So that's
That's
also
true.
possible.
Hacks grabbing these backups, taking some damage. It doesn't really matter. You have all the village bread. You just obviously don't want to die. But we will see Vstrid already at the fort. And I mean, again, had almost a minute of a lead, it felt like going to the Bastion, but not great strays. Hacks could take advantage of this situation, maybe pull better strays himself. And axes at the fort. Looks like maybe 30, 35 seconds behind. Instantly at the spawner. But Vstrid cranking strays for himself. Hack's about to do the same, it looks like. Lot of blazes over on this four-way. Digging a hole for the Wither Skellies. Trying to path them in here. Something rarely seen, as it's usually you just hit the Wither Skellies off the fort, but this is a like flat terrain fort here, so better than killing the Wither Skellies manually, able to just box them in. And Hacks.
3 rods behind.
Yeah, cranking the strays, but Vstrid's been doing the same thing.
2 rods behind now.
Just been ahead. Hacks has to do with one more Wither Skelly.
There's the 6th rod for Vstrid.
Yep, and is able to blind out on the strays. Hacks has 4 rods and a few more blazes on his screen, so he might be able to crank it pretty quickly here. Not sure how long this 6 rod's going to take.
Man. I think
But
it's
Vstrid already ready to measure. The eye goes in a good direction.
I feel like Hacks is making up a little bit of time, maybe, but say that as like this nightmare situation happens. Man.
Gassed. Wither Skellies. This Wither Skelly's being stupid. He might have to kill it. He just keeps taking damage. Maybe even got hit from that as well on jumping. And Vstrid heading to second portal cords, able to pearl to those through the portal. And Hackingnoises just now starting to measure. Eye goes in a good direction for him. If he can get the measurement there through the leaves. Should be able to, but it's a little weird. Vstrid digging to second portal cords. Hacks no, not confident on the first eye, throwing a second one. And he's going to get another rod. He's going to leave those eyes, Nerdy. That's more time loss. Vstrid on their way.
Oh, God, just like the ghast again, man. The ghasts are stressing me out. The ghasts are stressing me out, man. I feel like Hackingnoises keeps taking damage to them.
He's got the food for
But
it. Just it is
ahead.
Yeah.
Doesn't even like it. I don't know.
Vstrid has 2 bread, so should be able to heal up for a 0. Gas for Vstrid as well, breaking the portal, but only once.
Man.
He's in the stronghold.
It's just like having to deal with all these mobs. Losing so much time.
Return to sender, another skeleton. Vstrid gets the spike here, down mid. Is it where the portal room is? Another good spike this way. Seems pretty deep though. He's not happy with it, but maybe this way. Yes, maybe heard that as well. And Vstrid has 1 bed, 4 bed, 3 bed, 3 anchor, looks like. 3 bed, 3 anchor.
All right.
6 explosive 0. Pre-crafting a bow as well. Has the time to do it. Nose Hacks is just now in the stronghold, so don't hate the play.
We're going
Looks like this is back 1 and 8. 6 explosives is hittable. He's going to crank to 92 here. Rans out of blocks. He's dead. No pearl. Wow. 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 Fully in Hatch's court now. Can he improve his 0 cycle success rate?
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And it's 1 and 8 too, so you can't build with the gravel. You cannot speed bridge with gravel. So Hacks has the blocks to do it, and Vstrid unfortunately had no blocks and no spare pearls.
A great first bed.
Yeah, and it's only 6 explosives for this 1 and 8 Nerdy, and so the 3 explosives right there does half its health. And I don't know, like, how's he gonna get this anchor off? He's gonna try. Oh,
he makes it work.
Is it dead?
Is it dead?
That's
I think
insane.
so.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dead.
That was a crazy 6th anchor. Axe. One of the most mechanical zeros we've seen today. Unfortunately, couldn't hit that in the semifinals earlier, but
that's crazy.
Hits it here to clutch out seed 1. Vstrid
that's crazy.
Didn't have enough blocks. Couldn't clutch it out. But a beautiful 6 anchor. Or 6 explosive there from Hacks, third anchor. Wins off of 0. So many seeds today already decided off of the 0 cycle. It's such a volatile split. Losing so much time if you whiff it or if you don't go for it forces everyone to attempt it almost every time. And we've just seen a lot of 0 cycle mistakes today. But Hacks was able to clutch it, going up 1-0 in our third place match, best of 5 versus Vstrid.
There we go. Shipwreck. Kind of the opposite of the last series, right? Where Hackingnoises choked the 0. That was his redemption. This time, Vstrid chokes the 0. Hackingnoises gets the redemption. Very interesting.
Yeah, and is maybe good to mentally bounce back that you hit that 0, that you're up in the third place match. I mean, obviously Hacks was up 2-0 against Anko Boy and choked it out. But it is always good to be leading. So Hacks definitely should be happy, should be in high spirits after winning that seed 1. But he has to win 2 more. And can he bounce back? We're going to be sending it into the game in just a second. There we go. What do we think, Nerdy?
Personally, I mean, I did predict Hackingnoises was going to win the series. The question is, does
you did predict he was going
to
win the entire bracket, and that unfortunately,
so I guess logically, I should predict that he's going to win this seed too, because it's probably
possible. Hack's just ahead on this overworld somehow. I don't know if Vstrid missed the shipwreck or thought it was a BT for a second, but Hack's pretty solidly ahead on this overworld. Maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15.
Yeah.
Which does matter. Overworld, one of the most volatile splits of the run, even though it's potentially the shortest. Pretty close in speed to how a good endgame would take. But the Nether, very weird. The longest part of the run by far, but almost the most consistent in between runners and how long they take to do everything. We've seen a ton of seeds, a ton of splits where 5 seconds separating the runners in the Nether. Axe struggling with the boat and door craft, but he gets it done. Off this island first, looking for our magma ravine in the frozen ocean. Not gonna have some good kelp, but just have to find the ravine that the seed wants to give. There it is. Vstrid going the same way. Gonna run into the same ravine here, but Hack's just a little bit ahead in this overworld.
Here we go. A solid start there for Hacks. Meanwhile, Vstrid. Yeah. But I mean, Vstrid should remember, he was very clearly in the lead. It was just that 1-0 cycle, in the same way that Hacks messed up one in the previous seed, or the previous match, right? So yep. I hope that Vstrid can bounce back here. I do believe to some extent.
Very possible. And Hack's a little ahead here on this terrain nav. Very open nether. Little awkward to get this bastion potentially with some blocks. Looks like Hacks is trying to force some higher terrain here. Vstrid doing the same thing. Both players think it's going to be better to traverse up here. So a good shout from both of them. Maybe you can boat down from the top here. Hack's just a little ahead, but really nerdy, not by much.
True.
And there's still so much left of this nether, so much left of this endgame to play. And is a single triple stables with a left side good gap. So both runners going to be playing that good gap. Gonna maybe see if these runners are going to grab the gold at the top. Looks like Vstrid is a little bit of lava here in this triple. That's a bit awkward. But it looks like Vstrid is going to be grabbing the gold up here and then potentially bringing it down. Has a pig on him, 2 pigs on him. Didn't block off that drop down. But is trying to bring these pigs down. Only 3 hearts though for Vstrid. Not amazing, especially with the pigs all being mad. He's able to push through though and be fine. I mean, not great on a low food seed though. 4 golden carrots only. And then obviously a little bit of rotten flesh, but not good for Vstrid enjoyers being down this much health this early, as there's a couple pearls necessary to get to this fort. Some very open terrain.
We have more stables. I will say, and I know, I always get hate for saying this, but man, I do really enjoy watching stables because I feel like it's like the equivalent to like a desert temple in a way, you know, where it's like the most variance, the most decision making, the most, um, I don't know, randomness. So I always enjoy when there's a good stable seed. I mean, I also enjoy like, you know, a housing, you know, bastion with like a ruin portal. Like that's also good. But I feel like it is interesting because I feel like it's not super uncommon that we'll see like totally different routes. Not totally different, but like, you know, one person goes chest first and then goes down or something like that.
Yeah.
And it just leads to deviations in the two players as Hackingnoises enters the fortress before
One
Vstrid
heart
even leaves.
nerdy, and an interesting thing that happened. I don't know if he did this on purpose. I highly doubt it was on purpose, but Hax threw out his golden carrots, or his carrots for some reason. He didn't craft
Oh
them
no, I missed that.
into golden carrots, and he
That
threw
is
out his carrots
so.
entirely.
That is devastating.
So he's ahead on this seed, but he doesn't have golden carrots at all.
That is ridiculous.
And even if he didn't have gold to craft the carrots are still better food source than a round flesh. So just a full mistake, regardless of the situation. But Vstrid's still in this bastion, 19 obby. I don't know if Hax found a chest that Vstrid didn't or something. It's unclear. Can't watch everything at the same time, but Vstrid on 19 obsidian. Maybe lost a trade up here. I think going back here, trying to just peek at the couple blocks. I don't know what Hax found that Vstrid didn't, but Vstrid on 20. Heading to the fort. Very behind. Only ahead on food, which could matter. 2 golden carrots, full health. Hax, 4 hearts. Only 9 rotten flesh to go. And I think he has 4 rods, crafted all of his eyes. Able to start measuring. Maybe if there's a pig or a cow or even a sheep close here in the overworld, can grab a little bit of food. We've seen a lot of people do that in runs, and it definitely saves pace in these low food runs. But Max is going to throw a third eye. Doesn't like the 97% offset there. He's going to throw one more.
Ooh.
It will confirm the 97, but I like the safety. It just unfortunately still has very, very, very bad food source through this run. 3 beds, 2 anchors, zeroable in certain cases. 5 explosives is almost always pretty rough, sometimes impossible based on the setup. But we'll probably see him go for it. Vstrid blinding it now, but Hacks heading to second portal chords, just taking the huge lead in the overworld and the Bastion shenanigans from Vstrid. I don't know how Hacks got 20 so quickly and how Vstrid didn't. Maybe missed a chest or something, but Hacks is at chords already.
Wow.
Vstrid hasn't measured yet and needs an extra rod regardless. Hacks in the wrong pie. He gets there. Gets that spike left. Not bottom left, maybe top left. There it is. Purling to speed up the hunger reset process. Think we're going to see him go for the 0. At least attempt to look at the 3-bed 2 anchor, Nerdy. But he's got a bow. He's got arrows. And Vstrid's heading to chords, so definitely going to be big if he can hit this.
Only 5 explosives. It's just like, that's so scary considering the failures we've seen previously.
It's very doable, though. He's
It.
got the bow set up for a double bed.
Ooh, I don't like that
I don't
first
think he's
bed
actually
damage.
going to go for it, though, but that's a good second bed, and he's got the anchors, just these 2.
Oh.
It's a good anchor. And he gets there.
Wow.
5 explosive front 97. Hacks redeeming himself on these zeros in the last couple seeds to take a 2-0 lead. But it's not over, Nerdy. Hacks had a 2-0 lead in the semis and choked it. So,
oh man,
still
that is true. Can he
very
close it out?
possible for Vstrid to come back, but also very possible for Hacks to close it out. We'll just have to wait and
Definitely
see.
good for the mental to get those 2 zeros, right? But I will say, I could see mentally it's like, oh man, this is pretty similar to last seed. We had this lead. I better not choke. I could see that mental getting to him, but hopefully it won't. For hacking noises enjoyers. That being said, if you're a Vstrid enjoyer, hacking noises literally just had this exact situation and lost. So I think it's very possible that Vstrid, if he focuses up, if he takes a deep breath, like I like to say, and just locks in, I think it's very possible that Vstrid could be the one that comes back here.
I mean, it is possible. I think it would be insane to have no reverse sweeps at all in the first 3 seasons of playoffs and then have the same person get reverse swept twice in a row. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, here's what I could see. This is the line that I could see, okay? The line that I could see is that Hax gets in his head, and then what happens is he loses 1 seed, and then it's like, oh no. I feel like if it's a 3, if it's 3-0, it's 3-0. But I feel like if he loses 1 seed, I could very realistically see that like causing the momentum shift again. But that being said, Hax is a fantastic player, and I would not expect that from him whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, but we didn't expect the ankle boy reverse sweep either. Hax being in the lead on seeds 3 and 4. We'll have to see, but Fulham's going to be ready for us in just a second for the made a match analysis segment. But we gotta stall a little bit. Never mind. We got the ready. We got the clear. We're gonna send you guys over to Fulham. Break down Vstrid's chances of bringing it back.
Yeah, pretend these names are correct underneath me, okay? Let's just not talk about it, all right? Let's pretend they've got faces and everything. Let's just, move on from that situation. What a fantastic first 2 seeds in this 3rd place matchup. Hacks versus Vstrid. I've not even spelled Vstrid's name right. Dude, I was under pressure. I said I was ready, and then Feinberg went and said, yep, okay, he's ready. And I looked down, and I didn't change the names from last time. My fault. I'll put my hands up and said I can only apologize. Chat, it's been a very interesting 2 seeds, very back and forth, and it felt like in the first seed, Vstrid had the lead. Let's talk about why exactly that could have been. After going for the woodlight setup in this blacksmith, we notice that we see a small mistake in the overworld that could have cost Hacks around about 10 seconds or so. And that is what it is right there. We notice that he makes 28 buttons after making these planks. Not quite ideal, as he's going to have to go and mine another set of wood logs. And it's just going to sap around about 10 seconds out of the run, which would be fine because it overlaps with the woodlight, surely. That's where you're wrong. Because still, after 30 or 40 seconds of grabbing more wood, grabbing food, etc., doing all of the other stuff, killing the golem, we still see no woodlight from Hacks. All the meanwhile, Vstrid is in the nether and is able to have an advantage here. And successfully so. It takes Hacks a long time to get into the nether. Once they finally do, though, they do start to claw away at that disadvantage, but not enough to get it before the end enter. Vstrid is in the end first, takes an apple between throwing the pearls, goes for the setup of the back tower 1 in 8, and runs out of blocks. A horrible mistake to make. Not only is it a horrible mistake to make because of this, but if we look in the inventory, we see an absolute metric crap ton of blocks. A stack of netherrack, some more blocks here, a stack of soul soil, about 3 stacks of gravel, which of course won't really help us that much. But sadly, with no spare pearls on the hotbar and a boat in the top right, there's no way for Vstrid to clutch this one out. And he falls to his death, his untimely demise, allowing Hacks to have a free attempt at a 0 cycle. And bear in mind, he's messed up his past 3. And having entered the end second, he knows that the pressure is on. However, this time, it seems as though Hacks is able to clutch out the 0 cycle. With just 5 explosives, he's able to cleanly take out the dragon here. A really nice final anchor setup as well. Rather than going to place it against the other anchors, uses the previously placed blocks to place it against at the very end, and has the seed 1 wrapped up. And then we go to seed 2. We see more mistakes from Hacks. We move the carrots off of our hotbar, and we see them thrown out. The gulrot, as they're called in whatever language he uses for the crafting. He moves them off of his hotbar to put blocks there, and then throws them out, which is not what we want to see if we're Hacks enjoyers. Throws them out, leaving him only 21 rotten flesh, meaning that he has to struggle and play a little bit safer throughout this fort. But that doesn't stop him from going for the 0 after hunger resetting and playing fantastically well. Hitting this amazing 0 cycle, well played with the anchors, avoids getting hit by the dragon as it circles to the bottom, to the fountain, leaving Hacks 2-0 up after 2 seeds. Now, will this be a repeat of the previous match where he was 2-0 up after 2 seeds and instead gets reverse sweep? Will Vstrid be able to clutch this back to a game number 5? Who knows? You will have to find out. I'm going to send you guys back to Fine and Nerdy now. Thanks for being here, and I will see you very shortly. If not now, then in the final. See you then.
Thank you, Fulham. W analysis as always. I said Hacks 3-0, and then Hacks choked the 2-0 lead. I'm going to say Hacks 3-0 again. Surely I'm right half the time. I think he can clutch it out. I think he's been playing good Minecraft.
Okay.
He's hitting the zeros finally. He's tripled his successful zero count today, Nerdy. He was 1 for 4 on the Ankle Boy Best of 5, and now he's 3 for 6.
I'm gonna do the clueless face. I don't know.
I was like, what are you doing?
I was trying to do the clueless face.
I
Kinda
see
hard.
it.
It's,
I
it's
see
kind
it.
of a strange face.
Oh, I see it.
But
We're at a
I
temple.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried Hax is not gonna be able to close it out. We'll have to see though.
Yeah, we will just have to wait and see. I think he can close it out. I think if he loses a game, it gets mentally scuffed because then you start thinking about getting reverse swept again. Like, I don't know. It is scary. But we'll just have to wait and see. Vstrid can obviously clutch it as well. They've gotten here for a reason. And sent low key to a game 5. In the first semifinals match today, Vstrid was 1 seed away from being in the finals. So
Right. Let's see.
oh yeah. we're gonna reset the seed. Axe already played this Temple
Oh.
Overworld. Yeah.
Oh no.
I was curious why I was typing in chat, but pulled the same seed, I guess, on accident, but we will reset this in a second when we get the info over, yeah. And maybe Vstrid is confused because I think Hacks played this against Ankle Boy, but obviously Vstrid didn't play this seed. But they'll just we'll run back another Desert Temple seed. It is what it is.
No
We
worries.
had
No
this
worries. No
happen
worries.
last season. It is what it is. Good little mental reset. Ice the players a little bit.
I have no idea what that face is. I don't know how to do that face.
What the
Is it?
nerdy do this? Like,
Yeah. What is
what
it?
is even the
Wowie?
wow?
I don't even know. It's like I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know what the expression is trying to like insinuate. I guess just being wowed.
It's like a smaller version of the feels wow man. I think.
Oh, that one? Okay, scared, I feel like I can't accomplish. Okay, guys, you're giving me too many. You're giving me too many. Too many at a time here. Slow down, slow down. What is this? PP? Oh, are we ready? Okay, nice. Right, stalling complete. I hope I was successful, chat. I hope that was enjoyable.
Different Desert Temple seed. We are back. Nerdy, good job. You did it.
And we're back.
We have the temple. We have a buried room portal. I don't know where a lava pool is. Very winnable for Hacks, I think. There's just no way he gets reverse swept twice, right? There's just no way. But if he loses, oh my god, look how far down he is in the cave.
I think there's definitely a way. I hate to be that guy, but like I think there is 100% a way, you know?
No, there's just no way, man. Is that 6 iron? Oh, it's 7. What is he blowing up? Gravel? Okay. No, there's just no way. But it's like so sad because if he loses one and then you start thinking about it,
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So he has to win this one. He's out of the temple first. He sees the lava pool.
Fair.
7 flesh. Dude, 10 string only. I was gonna say if you have 12 string, like you should make a bed and hunger reset right now in the overworld if you have 2 hearts. Like was that maybe the play? Doesn't matter though. Because he has 10 string. So it's not even possible. Spawn obviously, yes, is close. But Hax is dealing with the chickens. And again, Nerdy, we've talked about this before. Chicken, unfortunately, only drops 1 chicken. So Hack's only able to get 4 chicken from the 4 chicken here. But he's in this nether significantly faster than Vstrid. Vstrid's still dealing with the food, but look at this. Vstrid found some pigs behind the room portal. A much better food situation for Vstrid here. Oh my god, like 9 pork chop. Yeah, wow. And I mean, it's a much slower enter, but I think you can make up a lot of time potentially with the food situation here. But if Hax plays perfect, the only required damage that you take in the nether is from pearls. 2 the fort and 2 second portal, that's it. And this fort looks pretty close to the bastion here. Bastion may be a little buried in this wall, but the fort is on the way. So, wow. I don't know if Hax is going the wrong way to this bastion, or if it's under him or something. Hax looks like he's struggling, kind of doing a circle around the bastion here, but I mean, we'll see if it shows up on Vstrid's screen anywhere, but Hax seems to be very confused here in this nether. Still doesn't see it. Vstrid boat crawling here. I think saw the piglins there through the wall for a second. Ranked does filter for terrain to the structures, but I think it's very rare that it doesn't fully work, I guess. And Vstrid's found the buried stables, and that's not good for Hax's mental potential. He's seeing that he's not in the bastion first after being in the nether first by so much. And Hax still can't see the bastion, just trying to find it, not even trusting his E-ray at this point. Vstrid already in the stables here, and Hax finds it. There it is. That's the exposed part of the stables that the filter was playing for, I guess. Unfortunate that he didn't see this earlier. Now he's trying to find out exactly what bastion it is. Not sure what those chunk borders really do. Knows that it's a stables now. And maybe he has a better way to exit this bastion. But just brutal. I mean, he was E-raying over the bastion for almost like a minute at that point. Just not sure how to get in, but finally figures it out. Gonna be able to get a pretty good aggro here. Decent amount of pigs, but Vstrid's now so far ahead off the amount of pigs that we're trading. I just don't know, Nerdy.
Yeah.
Such a swing in the pace.
I mean, I feel like it looks pretty good here for Vstrid.
Yeah, again, though, Vstrid might leave this bastion a weird way, perhaps, out of the 1x1 hole that he dug, whereas Hax knows that you can leave off of that right single chest. Or would it be the left? You never know. Just depends on the way you look at it. Maybe Vstrid has a good heads-up play and digs up here to leave, but only 16 obsidian. Fighting for the chests over here now. Maybe this is a single, maybe this is a double. It's probably a single. I mean, if it was a triple, I think it would have stuck out the roof, perhaps, of the nether. So this was a triple single stables, which is why it was so inaccessible. And we will see how Vstrid leaves this bastion. But again, if Vstrid fights for this right triple chest here, because he only has 16 obby, he's going to find that terrain to leave, potentially.
Right.
Oh no, look at this. He doesn't find the terrain to leave because he goes under to get that chest.
Interesting. And now look at Hax. He's just in the fort. Oh my god, he spawns on a wither skeleton. He's okay.
Yeah.
Scared me though.
Hax is now so ahead again. Vstrid finds the terrain there barely. But Hax somehow, after entering this bastion so much later, is just ahead, yeah. Back in the lead. I don't even know how. He's got 20. He's got 4 beds, it looks like. One anchor and 4 beds. 2 string away from a 5th bed. Double lava off the blaze bed, and he did not block that up correctly. Oh no. Is Vstrid gonna have a similar experience? Didn't elevate the side TNTs, but gets both lava again. Blocked them both off slightly better than Hacks. Four bed, 1 anchor. I don't know if Vstrid has more explosives potentially. Spent longer in the Bastion, maybe checked more chests. I'm not sure. But Hacks hit a 5 explosive 0 last seed. And yeah, Vstrid, look, has 6 beds. 6 beds and at least 1 anchor. So more explosives by far opens up the door to a bit more 0 cycle setups that require more explosives. But Hack's just in the lead. Oh, look at this play. Pearling to the village for beds, maybe for food, and the pearl hang doesn't work because of re-triggering portal's sort of chunk load. I don't know how to explain it succinctly, but the chunks there are loaded because of the portal, so his pearl hang didn't work. And I think he was just looking for more beds, but he got 1 bed off of that. I think. I can't see it in his inventory. But I think he got a bed. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just getting food. Yeah, he was just getting food. Okay. Definitely a misplay to not grab the bed, though. Only 5 explosives. Especially if the bed is right there. Interesting play. Oh, but look at this, Dirty. I don't think... Yeah, he doesn't have that many pearls. He has 16 total pearls.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good point. Oh, that could be really bad if the
An Ankle Boy, or Vstrid, sorry. Not Ankle Boy. Vstrid is just going. Does Vstrid only have 11, though?
No, yeah, just flipping again.
Focus on Hacks the whole time, but I think Vstrid didn't deal with the village stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if Vstrid only has 11, though, or if there's crafted eyes or
that's
crafted
a good point.
crafted blaze powder.
Surely times 0 eye. Surely, someone in chat. People are saying 11 in chat.
I mean, if it's a 0 eye, it might just be over.
Was that a 1 in 4?
1 in 4, 1 in 3, roughly. Hack's able to leave. Very possible that this 0 eye just ruins Vstrid's 3rd place chances, but Hacks eye spying at the same time could just nav better.
Yeah.
Same stronghold. Yeah, crazy spikes. A lot of spawners here. Potentially messing with the preemptive.
I think he's going a different way, maybe? No, maybe Vstrid did a good.
No, going the same way right now. Hacks exploring what Vstrid did. It's not going to be over here. Vstrid finds it. Is it an eye? Wow. 0 eye. Vstrid has to go back. Minutes of time loss. I don't know if just wanted to save pace and leave early, but they were ahead. I don't know. And Hacks obviously still has to find the portal room.
I'd like to remind chat. All right, before we get our hopes up, if you're a Hacking Noises person, before you get your hopes down, before Vstrid, before we see if Vstrid loses or wins.
What are you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost my train of thought. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, in the last game, there was a very similar situation where Ankle Boy died, if you guys recall.
Yes.
And it was Hackingnoises. All he had to do, finish out the 0. Now the question is, can Hackingnoises
he's got to find the
close out this
portal
game?
room.
Can he find the portal room?
Like, he might not
Can
even
he
find
close
the
out the game
portal
with a
room
0?
by the time that Vstrid gets the rod.
That's
Like,
true.
Vstrid has
It's
the
like
rod.
relatively close. I mean, he does
I mean, yeah,
already have the
like,
rod, and he knows where it is.
Vstrid knows where to go. Yeah, like Vstrid is, I think, literally just ahead now. Hacks just can't find it. I feel like Vstrid's just straight up ahead.
Vstrid's in.
Yeah, like
There we
I
go.
Hacks just couldn't
Wow,
find
I
it, and
really
that like
expected that to be a lot more of a time loss.
minute and a half of time loss. Yeah, the 4 was close. It was just one rod.
Lots of
And
explosives.
Vstrid has to hit the 0. 103. And he's gonna push top set up here.
Wow.
Anchor doesn't get there.
Oh, it messes it up.
Door back open for Hacks. It's a 5 explosive front 103 though. And Nerdy again. He finds the portal room finally. He's not gonna hunger reset. He's just gonna go. Is he gonna commit? Vstrid gets an insta perch. It doesn't even matter. Vstrid gets the craziest 1 in 13. We're gonna see if Hacks hits it though. We're gonna have time to see if he would get there.
It looks like he would too.
But does he get the damage from the 5
Ooh,
explosives?
that
That's something that we might not see. Yeah, breaks the bed there maybe too.
I don't think that would have. Yeah.
But Vstrid gets a crazy perch there to save the seed. And Nerdy now, Hacks is on reverse sweep watch again.
I warned you guys. All the Hackingnoises fans. I warned you guys. This is the scary situation. Very reminiscent of a previous seed. And I will say, another thing that I feel like is not ideal for the Mentalist, not only losing, but kind of messing up the 0 cycle a little bit. Now, granted, that's a really hard 0, but still, I feel like that's an extra blow in a way, you know? So, I'm not saying that it's over. I think Hacks could totally win this. I'm not. I would bet on Hacks winning this if I had to bet. But I will say this is very reminiscent of last match.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 more seeds, Nerdy, but he had 2 more seeds against Ankle Boy and couldn't get it done. Going back to the village, back where he won, he made the same pick against Ankle Boy, Nerdy, and it didn't work. He lost the second village run back. I mean, I still think Hacks can do it. It's still possible.
Yeah. It is 100% a possibility.
He's just got to clutch it out. And we're going to be getting into the gameplay here, Nerdy, in just a second. There's no way he's going to be reverse swept twice. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
That would be brutal, man. That would be so brutal. But it's definitely a non-zero. You could argue it's a 1 in 4 if you think about them as roughly 50-50.
Oh my god, Fashion. Bam. Look at that.
Remember, I don't think that's what a fashion is.
I disagree with you.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Fair enough.
Gotta hold back. I was about to yell at Nerdy guys.
For what? For what?
Vstrid's punching the sand. You have a shovel in your 4th slot. Okay, I'm now not mad at you anymore. Vstrid just punched 3 sand with a shovel in the inventory. In the hot bar, nonetheless.
You've transferred your frustration.
The anger has been transferred, yeah.
Fair.
It's okay. Hacks front-loaded wood already. Different ordering from these players in this overworld. You call anything a fashion. But I guess Village in Temple would be more of the overworld fashion for an AA player. Ruin Portal in a village, I guess. Ruin Portal in a blacksmith village, I think, is the overworld fashion for an any percent player. Unless it's like those rare seeds where the buried treasure is like under the lava in the lava pool. Do you know what I'm talking about? You've seen those clips, like buried treasures under stone in the lava or like exposed in the lava. Anyways, Hack's ordering on this overworld just seems to be better as he's in here much quicker than Vstrid. Significantly quicker as well. 20, 30 seconds maybe, and we've seen this time save matters so much in seeds when it's in the overworld. A nice little basalt housing here for Hacks. But it's pretty dry floor manhunt, so this is good. And you got that gold axe cranks through the chest. So give the pigs a little bit of a bridge there. One block of lava, but glowstone in the way. Could get annoying. He did punch a pig, so he's going to be fully mad, but he's able to handle this very well. That could have went a lot worse. And look, he replaced one of the wood blocks with a blackstone, getting back up to 18 planks to make sure he can make 6 beds. Very interesting. Vstrid, now similar manhunt situation, maybe a little lower on health. Is going to run into this glowstone problem too, but blocks off the chest get up here, so significantly safer than Hax's situation. And is heading up to the backup blocks as well. Both runners very similar routes in these bastions, but Hax just enters first, so he should be leaving first. Very hard to gain or lose time on the Piglin trading split. They do trade every 6 seconds for every player, regardless of player input. So Hax should be just leaving this bastion quicker. Only 9 obsidian though. Neither runner has checked the top chest, so maybe we'll see Hax head up there to potentially get 20. Again, at least one of the chests in the bastion is guaranteed to have at least 5 obsidian, and he hasn't opened that chest yet. So we will maybe potentially see him deal with that when it gets to that point.
Lots of pearls this
Hax has 18 obby from
yeah.
the trades. Yeah, and I think they're maybe out of gold. Maybe one more trade cycle. Yeah, he's on 18, but again, can go up to those top chests to grab some obsidian. Looks like that's what Vstrid's doing as well, also on 18 obby. Maybe made back all the time that he lost.
Yeah.
Looks a lot closer than what the overworld would have led you to believe. And Hax gets the obby and he's out. Vstrid gets the obby, he's out as well. Yeah, made back basically all the time.
Oh, it looks like Hax might have made a mistake with his pearl.
I think he pearled the wrong way,
back
perhaps.
towards the bastion.
Yeah, threw a second pearl there as well. He's watching it land on him.
Oh man. Oh,
clutched with a third one. Trying to go. Yeah, these are not great pearls from Hax.
Nice pearl there.
Looking for the fort. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Hax's pearls. If he just threw one that he wanted higher or something, but that was a very, very rough recovery. And yeah, no, Hax went the wrong way for his Pyre. Got himself turned around here. And I mean, Hax being in the bastion maybe 30 seconds faster is now significantly slower and using a lot of food heading to this fort. And Vstrid's just going to be so ahead. Not only in the fort first, but look at the strays. Almost gets hit off by that magma cube. Hax on 1 heart at the spawner. But Vstrid's 3 rods and a few blaze kills ahead, at least. 4 rods now. 5 rods, so maybe one more spawner cycle. Vstrid heading, yep, to the second spawner here. Gets that 6th rod and is able to leave. Misplaces an obby, but it's okay. Hacks cranking out the spawner. Vstrid just so ahead now, though, Nerdy, from...
Oh my god.
Half a
Half a
heart?
heart.
Oh my god. I don't even know what happened.
I think he just ran out of fire res.
Oh, sure,
Not
sure.
though.
1 fire res potion left over. Has the bread to heal that as well, but that's a mistake that Hackingnoises needed. And it just didn't come through. Five rods for Hacks. But Vstrid had 6 and is already measuring. So is pre-crafting the explosives here and then can just go. Needs to repop fire res potentially, but has one more. Hacks measuring, same spot. But Vstrid's able to start leaving. Lots of food still. Decent health. Can throw one more pearl. I just don't know how Hacks comes back. This terrain decisions don't look too hard. It's very open.
Yeah.
And Hacks might only have this apple because he took so much damage purling around to the wrong way and then back to the fort. Might only have 1 apple to sustain him here. Looks like Hacks is taking some different terrain though. Pro sends him in lava. Vstrid at cords right now. Hacks can craft a gap. I don't know if he will. I mean, he'll have to Pearl unless he heals another half heart, which he could. But Hacks could craft a golden apple. Vstrid is just ahead by a lot now, though. There's the portal room spike. Has the food, doesn't need a hunger reset. Hacks at the stronghold location, but Vstrid hits the 0. Not looking good for Hacks.
Man. And Vstrid's killing it.
Ooh, bad second pearl for Vstrid, though. But it's Cage, so very hittable. Not amazing, but should be able to get to 90 at least. Gets there. Bad first bed, but I think has a lot of explosives. Bad second bed as well.
Wow.
Bad third bed as well.
Ooh,
5 more
not
explosives, though, so
too
should be
many.
fine. 5 more explosives, nearly 3 more
Yeah,
anchors.
5 more. No, you're right. For
Oh,
some
like
reason
6 more explosives. Yeah, just 1 bed for 1 heart, and that's it. And Nerdy, Hacks is back to a game 5. There's just no way he gets reverse sweep twice. There's no way, man.
I think there's very much so a way.
There's just no way.
I actually might at this point put it at a higher odds.
There's just no way.
Not happening
dude.
at this point.
I mean, it's a mental game, and look, Nerdy, Hacks is catching up time from the fort to the stronghold, but went the wrong way to the fort. Lost a minute and a half.
Yep.
And that's all that matters. In the seed, 1 mistake, 2 minutes almost. Can't catch that time back up. Well, we're going to get to see Fulham again in just a bit. We're going to get to see another Fulham mid-match analysis.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of surprised, but also not. I feel like there's I have felt this way for a long time, that there's a certain level of composure that's required for tournaments, but specifically in the sense of like finishing out the job. You know what I mean? Finishing out a seed. I feel, or finishing out, you know,
Whatever,
the
yeah.
series or whatever, right? Like I feel like getting 90% there is hard and it's challenging, but then like actually getting to the next round can actually be like one of the big mental blocks. I feel like, at least from my experience in tournaments, like I feel like I get so close and then I'm just like and then I throw or something like that. You know what I mean? And there's something to that. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but I wonder if Hax is feeling that a little bit right now. Like, oh, he's so close. I just need to like just one more seed, you know? And it's just like that final push is the hardest part.
Yeah. Completely agree with you there. Always got to close it out in tournaments. Can't go 90% of the way. Have to go 100% of the way. We're going to send it over to Fulham. See if we can break down the last two seeds. See who he thinks is going to take seed 5. We'll let him give a prediction potentially for us, but we'll throw it over to Fulham.
Okay, chat. I kind of wasn't expecting to be back once again for Hax because he did have that reverse sweep last round, but I didn't think it would happen again. We're back. It is 2 seeds apiece. What an exciting last 2 seeds these have been. I was kind of gathering clips in that seed 3 thinking it's not going to happen again. It's very, very unlikely for this to, you know, occur one more time. For us to not see, for us to see another seed 5 when a player's 2-0 up, surely that wouldn't happen again, especially with Hax after doing it the first time as well. Well, we're going back to seed 5, chat. And even after I was gathering a couple of silly little clips like this one at the start, because I never thought they'd see the life of day, where Hax goes for the explosion in the temple. He gets a low roll, meaning that one of the chests don't blow up. So after he jumps for it and grabs all the iron in it, he falls down a really long way. That was my analysis. Like, I was thinking, okay, cool. This is, it doesn't really matter. This probably won't ever, this won't have to get anywhere. We got piggies here as well. This was actually quite important because Vstrid was able to gather 9 pork chops, high rolled 3 times in a row on these pigs, which unfortunately Hackingnoises was not able to find, allowing Vstrid to have much better food throughout the run. However, was severely behind from the overworld, around about 20 to 30 seconds behind Hax because of this diversion for the extra food. However, they were able to pick up all of that time by doing this, committing to their E-ray spike and going for the boat clip, in which they may or may not have seen a couple of entities, maybe. I don't know if you guys saw all of those white hitboxes through the wall, but I can tell you for a fact that I certainly did. There they all are. I wonder where the Bastion is, chat. I'm not saying we're cheating out here, but you know. Now, of course, as the commentators did say, there is open terrain to this Bastion, which eventually Hackingnoises did find. And in all honesty, I don't think this actually led Vstrid to much of an advantage, solely due to the fact that Hackingnoises was able to use that terrain to better navigate back to the fortress, whereas Vstrid was kind of forced to use some more scuffed terrain. But at least he knew where it was. So, once he got into the Bastion, he was able to route it faster and left for the fortress sooner and ended up in the stronghold by around about 15 seconds ahead, maybe even 20 seconds ahead, but unfortunately left 1 rod premature. And after getting to the portal room first, the 0-eye incident occurs. With only 11 eyes in his inventory, he can't complete the portal, has to go back to the Nether. And this is going to be a massive time loss. And, Feinberg and Nerdy would never say that the seed is over before it's over. But if any seed would be over, it's surely one where you don't have enough eyes. So we see Vstrid has to travel all the way back to the Nether, get another rod, and then come back. Because Hackingnoises does not find the portal room in the time it takes Vstrid to go back and gather 1 more rod. But it's fine, because there's still a chance that Vstrid could fail the 0 cycle. And that would mean that Hackingnoises still has a chance to be able to 0 himself. Oh, misses a jump there, loses a little bit of time, goes for the top setup on 103, and unfortunately fails. Surely this opens the door for Hackingnoises, maybe able to enter the end quickly and maybe go for a zero cycle. The shake of the mouse from Vstrid saying that they're disappointed in themselves for missing that zero cycle, but the dragon turns in on this far pillar. And out of any time to get lucky, this might be the time you need to do it. The 1 in 13, the 8% chance, the success for Vstrid for the first time in this match. Vstrid takes a seed. And with the reverse sweep looming in the back of Hackingnoises' mind, we go into seed number 4. And Hackingnoises is ahead, leaving the Bastion, but is unsure where we're going. Maybe the Pyre read incorrectly, goes for a Pearl above to the top terrain, misses, tries to go one more to hit that top terrain, misses again, lands shorter this time, throws a third Pearl towards the terrain over here, throws a fourth to get on top. And even after getting on top of this terrain, is still confused where to go. We still can't see the fortress. We still don't have open terrain. And all the meanwhile, Vstrid is at the fort, cranking out the strays on 6 rods here, able to blind, ready to leave, but gets shot by a blaze and almost turbo throws the entire seed. Tick of damage, another tick, and on half a heart, the fire resistance potion does indeed proc, allowing them to heal, allowing him to be able to restore that all-important health and measure his eyes. And with the instant nav able to enter the end first before Hackingnoises, and with a slightly easier zero setup than last time, a slightly shorter tower, he's able... Sorry. It was a shorter tower, but even with the whiffed Pearl, he's able to set up slightly lower than he may have wanted to, but it's still effective in this situation. And here we go. Gets the first bed off with just a few milliseconds to spare, but with a ton of beds, he's able to easily clear out this dragon. Easily able to get into this final seed of the matchup. 5 seeds. We are in our 5th one. Best of 5 is truly living up to its name today. After all 3 matches have gone to a best of 5. Will the next one go to a best of 7? If so, I will see you 3 more times. But if not, I will see you once at the very minimum in the final. Hackingnoises and Vstrid. If I'm a gambling man, which I know that I am certainly not, I would put my money on Vstrid to win the final seed. I'm going to throw it back to Feinberg and Nerdy. Best of luck to both of the runners, and I will see you in the final.
Once again, W analysis, mid-match analysis as always, and Nerdy. I think I'm just ready to get into the player or the seed picks, ready to get into our 5th game. I think Hacks can take it, man. Like I don't know, dude.
I'm sticking to it. I said, I've been trying to give the cope of both sides, but I gave at the beginning my prediction was Hacks winning this, and I'm sticking to it. So I think Hacks is winning this. Look at this, ruined portal. This is the seed to close it out. It's gonna be a god tier seed. I'm ready. I think you're ready, Feinberg. Let's do this.
Ruined portal could be very fast. Interesting, because Hacks did pick both seeds that he won on in the last best of 5 and proceeded to lose both. But picking the Ruin Portal now should have less variance in the overworld. Maybe he lost seed 5 primarily due to the gravel TNT play, stuff like that. But it's a Ruin Portal seed, Nerdy. It's going to be fast.
I'm ready.
We will see, but yeah, I am ready.
He's the lock in. He's got this. I believe as a someone who made the prediction early, I gotta stick to my guns. You know what I mean? I can't be a doubter now.
Not looking good though for the Ruin Portal speed community. Don't have enough iron for a pickaxe and a bucket.
Oh no. Absolute
So
disaster.
it's not good. Your speedy play not looking amazing. But again, Nerdy, 9 golden carrots, so we're not going to need a ton of food here. So it's still going to be fast. Hack's going to be starting to build this portal. 40 seconds, so is Vstrid. So still a fast overworld, but not as fast as some room portal seats could be. Like if we had one more iron, this is just a clean sub 1 nether enter, but it's not.
Yep.
Bastion is close, but not on the Bastion as well.
I'm hoping. I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful. I think we get iron immediately out of the chest. Both runners just, I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be possible, yeah.
Sub 2 Bastion enter.
Hack's looking for the fort. This might be a housing, Nerdy. Could be spicy.
This could be very spicy.
It is a stables.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that's
That
stables,
is
but
annoying.
it's okay.
Iron.
It's okay.
That's all you need.
There's iron.
Off the one chest.
Hackingnoises finds it. Now we got to keep an eye on Vstrid. Vstrid probably checks this
Vstrid's,
chest first.
yeah, this is just the closest chest, so you would think he would just check this chest first. Yep. Hack's probably going to aggro these pigs, grab these gold blocks. 2 gold blocks in the triple. No obsidian yet. There's some obsidian. Vstrid, similar play as well. Hack's not going to grab the gold blocks in this triple. Knows it has to be right side good gap. Ranked filter does either take 2 triples or 1 good gap. So we do have a good gap in this Bastion. Vstrid grabbing these gold blocks. A little bit of a route differential here from these players. If those 4 extra gold blocks are necessary, could be detrimental to Hax's gameplay. We will see, though. Only the trades and only time will tell. Vstrid on 2 hearts. Clutches it out, though. A lot of food again for both of these runners. 9 golden carrots. Vstrid's allowed to take that damage. It's just fine. Hax gets the Pyre direction. I think Vstrid has already Pyrade. And Vstrid's going to be able to leave out of this gap 100%. I just think Hax is ahead here still. Ahead going into the Bastion. Ahead leaving. Ahead going to the fort. But we'll see. How much obby? How much obby? I can't see Nerdy, but Hax is ready to go. Pearl Hangings, never mind.
Well, still, it's a good sign for, the speed. I feel like that he's already pearl hanging.
17 obby doesn't get 20 there. Vstrid might be able to get 20 off of this play because he traded those 4 extra gold blocks, but Hax still has some chests that he can check. No,
nothing there.
That's it's only the bottom chest. I think it's only the bottom chest, or maybe
No, he's on the bottom.
Is it this bad gap? Yeah, I was gonna say it's either bottom or a bad gap chest. If he doesn't get it here, he doesn't get it here. Vstrid on 13 obby though. I don't know. I don't know if Vstrid maybe missed an obby chest. No, Hax is committing. Hax is gonna play home portal here.
Okay.
I mean, he just has to.
Sooner.
There's the pearl hang. Gets it off. Has a spawner on 4 RD on his pie here, so
18, 19, 20. Vstrid gets 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vstrid had the extra 4 gold blocks from the triple that Hax didn't. Hax looking for this fort. Finds it. Pearls onto a spawner, so he's at the fort first, Nerdy, but it's home portal. So very, very unclear. Has to get 7 rods instead of 6. You just have to be safe like that. You cannot leave on 6 rods. I mean, you can leave on 5 rods, but it's just there's just no way he leaves on 6. Can't overlap the measuring at all. There's only so many things you can do, and when you're fast enough at crafting, when you're fast enough at overlapping everything else, it's gonna be time lost when you can't overlap the portal building, the eye measuring, anything like that.
Yep. And of course, it could be a totally different stronghold. That
Yep.
could go either way for, it's not necessarily a disadvantage, could be an advantage. Could be, the distance could be ridiculously
Yeah,
far
look at
for
this
one
though.
of them and not the other.
17 pearls only for Hacks. Vstrid might have more. Hacks maybe has to pearl one more time to get to home portal. Maybe pearl a couple times to the stronghold. So maybe a little bit weird with 0 pearl count. Hacks
True.
gets a rod on 6 rods right now. On 7. Not burned by. There he is. He pasting his F3C.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness,
clutched the
that scared
pearl.
me.
Took damage, but not as much. But honestly, is maybe even more important that he had to throw a pearl in the first place. Down to 16 pearls in total. 6 pearls, I guess. If he needs to craft 2 more eyes, he's down to 4 pearls. And if they break, he could be down to 3 or even 2. Worst case scenario. But he's still nerdy. Has to find his home portal, and he does.
They're both entering at the exact same time.
I know, and Vstrid has 6 rods, and it's just, I think it's in Vstrid's favor. I hate to say it. I hate to think that the reverse sweep is possible again.
Wow.
But look, Hax has to throw 2 and 3 digits for Vstrid's Ninbot. It broke, though. Hax has the extra rods. Vstrid needs 1 more, but gets the last rod. We knew it was fast. It's going to be Stronghold Diff. Vstrid has better terrain. It's closer. It's right here. It's going to come down to Stronghold Diff. Vstrid is almost on the cords, nerdy. And Hax can throw another pearl down here if he wants to.
Close too.
He is close, but he's throwing another pearl, nerdy. He potentially only has 1 spare pearl, and we have no idea what his eye count is. Vstrid's eye count isn't going to help us at all. Different strongholds entirely. No good spike for Vstrid. I feel like I saw something mid barely for a second, but he's not happy with anything here. I feel like it was mid. Not happy with anything. Gonna rescan here. Still nothing. Hacks in. I don't know if he got a good spike. Heading towards a light source. That could be it. No. Vstrid's still confused as well. Neither of these runners confident in their stronghold at all. Hacks has a better spike there. No light source. Nothing. Vstrid still nothing. Completely different strongholds. Hacks good spike that way. Back at the same staircase he was at. But he commits and he finds it. How many eyes though? 0. 1 pearl. It's not going to be zeroable. 1 pearl 0. So bad. It's cage. He can't. It's cage 60 though. It's cage 60. Oh, 60 wild level. Oh my god. That's potentially amazing for Hacks, as it's going to be an almost impossible 0 for Vstrid to hit. And I don't know if either runner has ground 0 materials. I have no idea. But Hacks just starts to crank the half bow. Vstrid, still no portal room, still no good spike.
Hacks going for the half bow immediately with the crossbow.
Yeah, I don't think it's zeroable at all.
4 crystals down.
Vstrid still nothing. Different strongholds, different nav. I don't know. I just have no idea where the portal room is at all. And this half bow is going to give Hacks the best possible chance at a fast perch here. Vstrid running back on where he's already been in this stronghold. You spend so long, the preemptive doesn't work. You start to get lost, start to get confused. Is it this? It is this light source. Close top right. That hurts. 3 eye for Vstrid as well. That's a snap for Hacks. That's not going to matter. Is it? It is. It's not going to matter. He's got 7 explosives, barring an insane choke. Hacks will not get reverse swept again. He hits the 1 cycle, and it's done.
Wow, he overcomes.
He doesn't let it happen twice.
Wow, he overcomes.
It's just it would have been so brutal. Oh my god, and it was so close to Vstrid. Just not a great spike there at the end. Close. Portal room as well. Maybe it was cold. Maybe there were mobs. who knows? But Vstrid in the stronghold first, different strongholds, and just couldn't clutch the nav.
Incredible
And
stuff.
Hackingnoises plays 10 Cs in a row, wins 5, loses 5, comes out of it with 500 US dollars, third place prize pool.
And
And
I think both these
Vstrid,
runners might be a little sad that they didn't make it to the finals, but man, I really feel like both of them should be proud of how they played today, giving both, giving it their all, going to best of fives for both their games, or all three, I guess, yeah, both each of their respective games, and just making this tournament so entertaining to watch. So I feel like to Vstrid and Hackingnoises, wow, just like so well played throughout the entire day. Some mistakes were made for sure. Some mistakes to be, disappointed by for sure. But I feel like overall, I was very impressed watching these runners today, playing under pressure, playing under difficult conditions and such, and making it work.
yeah, that's love to see it from Hackingnoises able to clutch it out. But I mean, love to see it from Vstrid as well. Our qualifier player making it insanely far in the bracket. I'm gonna do a little bit of research here and see in season 1. Okay, season 1. Off a technicality, Dougal played the qualifiers in season 1 and got to the finals. Okay, so sure, Dougal. I think Dougal was 9th in season 1, and so had to play the quals. So I guess it's not the farthest that a qualifier player has made it. I guess. Sure, but again, regardless, harder situation as well this season. 4 qualifier players only instead of 8. Vstrid getting to 3rd place. Very well done. Or 4th place, I should say. 3rd place match.